Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim. Rabbi shrah li sadri wa yassir li amri wahlul 'uqdatam min lisani yafqahu qawli. Qala Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. صلة الرحم تزيد في العمر. صلة الرحم تزيد في العمر. صلة الرحم تزيد في العمر. This hadith mean maintaining the bonds of kinship increases the life. This hadith is taken from Al-Tibrani 7939. The topic of the hadith is kinship and the story is Yusuf A.S and brothers. Dear kids, in this hadith we will learn about kinship. Our Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam said in this hadith that if we will have good relations with our family and friends, Allah will grant us a long and prosperous life like Yusuf alayhi salam. The Prophet Yusuf alayhi salam was a very noble and focused Prophet of Allah. He was the ruler of Egypt. Allah gave him glory and success after many tragic trials. Yusuf alayhi salam was the son of Prophet Ayub alayhi salam. He had 11 brothers. He loved his brothers very much, but his brothers were very jealous by him. They thought their father loved Yusuf alayhi salam and his brother Binyamin more than us. Once Yusuf alayhi salam had a dream that the sun and the moon and the 11 stars were prostrating him. He narrated this dream to his father. His father advised him to not reveal this dream to your brothers because he thought it would cause further jealousy among them. But now the father was more careful of Yusuf alayhi salam because he understood that the Yusuf alayhi salam is a prophet of Allah. On the other side, the brothers decided to exile Yusuf alayhi salam into a distant land so that the father would love them more. One day, they cunningly took Yusuf alayhi salam into a forest and threw him into a deep well and told their father that Yusuf alayhi salam was devoured by desert wolves. Ayub alayhi salam did not believe his sons. He was sad. By his wisdom, Yaqub alayhi salam was not despair of Allah's help. But he can't stop himself but crying. He cried so much for years that he became blind. On the other side, a passing caravan of merchants rescued Yusuf alayhi salam. They sold him to the Al-Aziz of Egypt. This was Allah's plan. Aziz and his wife Zuleha adopted him as a son. After some years, another trial was there for Yusuf alayhi salam. The Zuleha attempted to seduce Yusuf alayhi salam, but Yusuf alayhi salam denied. Instead of this, he preferred to be jailed so that he could escape from the wicked wife of Al-Aziz. He was in a prison for many years. There he met two boys who had dreams. The Yusuf alayhi salam told them that one of them will be released from the jail very soon. On the other hand, the second is going to be hanged out. He advised to the boy who was releasing soon that talk about me with the king. But the boy forgets. Then, after some years, the king saw a very terrifying dream. No one could interpret the dream. Then the boy remembered the Yusuf alayhi salam. The Yusuf alayhi salam was called and asked about the dream. The Yusuf alayhi salam told them that the next 7 years are going to be very fertile and the very prosperous, and next 7 years of drought. So you should save your grains for that period. The king trusted Yusuf Islam and appointed him as a storekeeper to manage account after watching his wisdom. In this way, during droughted years, the Egypt was not starving. One day, the brother of Yusuf Islam came to buy grain in the Egypt. Yusuf Islam recognized him. He asked them to bring the youngest brother Binyamin with them to get free grains. So the next time they came with his brother, and Yusuf Islam was very happy to see him. He kept his brother Binyamin with him by a trick. His elder brothers were very worried about their father. Yusuf Islam gave his shirt to his elder brothers so that they could give this to his father. The father recognized the aroma of Yusuf Islam by his shirt. His sight was recovered. Now the brothers of Yusuf Islam recognized him. They were ashamed what they did with Yusuf Islam. They regret and asked for pardon. Yusuf Islam forgave all his brothers, and not only this, he also gave them a good house and place to live in Egypt. This was not easy. He set a good example of kinship. That's why he had a long and prosperous life. Allah mentioned his name in the Holy Quran. My dear children, let us forgive everyone and follow the Sunnah of Prophets. My dear kids, start to behave gently with all people around us. Now write this hadith and memorize it very well. Do not forget to share this hadith with others. We will meet again with another hadith and a very beautiful story. Till then,